Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Who would have thought we're doing more Tremor? We're kind of doing the same type of thing as with the new stuff, although instead of focusing on the new IDs, we're trying to more so focus on Everlasting here. So this ego, in case you still don't know what it is, stupid amount of Tremor infliction with Sloth Resonance, stupid amount of Tremor bursts, and then Tremor Everlasting makes an even stupider amount of Tremor bursts. So yeah, that's the vague idea of what's going on. So we're basically just running the same Sloth team as normal, except we're not running Oofy Heathcliff because he doesn't have any Sloth. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We're gonna see how much usage we can get out of the ego's like stupid potential. Kind of would like the fusion gift though for the funny. Cool. That'll work. We also could get made to order here if we didn't want Nixie Divergence, which we don't. That's not really a good decision for us, but like it's something we could do, right? It's within the realm of possibility. Because made to order makes it so one of your sinners starts with Tremor count, which is always funny, but it's not a very big deal. Why are you here? Why did I not choose like a 2-star? I don't know. But yeah, we're running you because not only do you have a Sloth defensive skill, but you got Sun Shower, which is stupid amounts of Sloth power, so if we do want to focus on some Sloth Resonancy type things, also you've got Pursuant and a Sloth Defend, that's why you're the only person here without a Sloth skill, but it'll work well enough, I think. We'll see just how funny we can get with, the Sloth spam. If we can get Sun Shower, the Ego Gift, that would also synergize fairly well with what we've got going for us. We'll have to see. But yeah, as per usual, first few floors especially, we're just going to kind of build up resources. I might just pop an Everlasting on the boss, depending on which one it is. If it's Pink Shears, I'm not going to bother. If it's Clippy Cloppy, I should say, I'm not going to bother because it's a fairly simple fight. But if it is Hurtley, then I might do it just so we can stack super amount of Tremor for the sake of the bit. Because, like, I didn't let go over it fully, but Everlasting is a single target. It inflicts 10 Tremor potency and count as like a default, right? But if you have a 5 Sloth Resonance, it doubles that up to 20 potency and count. Which is insane, and 5 Sloth Resonance is fairly doable on a Sloth team. I'm pretty sure this entire team has Sloth defensive skills. And if not, they've probably got an Ego or something that's Sloth to take that thing's place. And we also want Sloth Resonances anyways for the sake of Ryoshi's passive, because it gets more Tremor bursts off, which is more damage, all that sort of fun stuff, right? Yeah, it'll be easier to use Everlasting without Oofy Heathcliff. Oofy Heathcliff's kind of, I've been going through a rough time, thanks to the fact that his amplitude is just not as stupidly good as Reverb and Everlasting shenaniganery goes. So Oofy Heathcliff's kind of just living in the dumps right now. A little unfortunate, but that's how it goes. They were testing out the waters with him, and they definitely did test it. We've gotten a lot more strong stuff since then with Tremor amplitudes. We'll see. I'm very curious what they're going to do with future Oofy IDs. I wouldn't be surprised if we got like another Oofy banner like maybe late this season. I don't know, maybe like early next season, something like that, right? I mean, like thinking about it, season 2 we got a single Sank ID and we got a single DHE ID, and then season 3 we got an actual banner of 2 people for Sank and an actual banner of 2 people for DHE. So maybe they'll do something similar in like this season or next season, because Oofy Heathcliff was technically at the end of season 3, but it was basically season 4. Yeah. Nice. We'll just see. I still hope we get other association type stuff. It is very interesting how whenever they're adding a new association to this game, they always start out with a single ID banner. Also, if they just want to get like one ID out there to test the waters before they make like a 2-star, like as like a weaker one, or a 3-star, another 3-star with like a slightly changed gimmick, that sort of thing. It's worked pretty well so far. I mean, DHIDs are super goated, and that's obvious, but I don't know. I think IDs are pretty cool. Interesting how, Dawn didn't have any poison. They just threw poise onto the new ones, though, since season 3 was season of poise. So, they're like, yeah, more poise. Let's do it. I don't know what status effect needs something the most right now, I wonder. We haven't really gotten anything Rupture related in a while. I think Rupture is probably due to get something. Right? For what grade that is. Might as well. Rupture makes sense. So far, 7 is the association that has Rupture on it. Kind of heavily, kind of not, depending on which 7 IDs. The newer ones, quote-unquote new, are very Rupture folks. The older ones, kind of the minor benefit, you just kind of had them as like a side thing, right? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the last Rupture ID we got that wasn't Dead Rabbits, because Dead Rabbits doesn't count, was the Lantern Dawn, right? Which, suffice to say, a little bit ago at this point. It's definitely been, where else is Lantern Dawn? It's been like, what, 4 months at this point? Since, it's been, since Purchase was like a month ago, or roughly. Kind of more than that, like 4.5 months since we got a good Rupture ID. Not because we're not counting Dead Rabbits. We haven't gotten a Rupture 3-star since Warp Yi-Song at the very end of Season 2, huh? Yeah, Rupture kind of feels like it needs something special. I think it could definitely fit out. I definitely think we're going to see some more, like, big status effect changing, like, gimmicks in the near future. Because obviously Tremor needed the most of the amplitude conversion, but I think other status effects are probably going to get similar stuff soon. I hope not one-to-one. I hope amplitude conversion is mostly a Tremor thing, but similar-ish type of things for those status effects, right? I've got no clue what that could entail, though, right? Yeah, we're just fighting these normally, because Clippity Cloppity isn't too bad. Probably gonna go Desirous next turn. I think we've done enough damage at this point that you're gonna go Desirous, which should be fine. This guy needs to roll heads, but he didn't, so that's rude. And then he rolls heads with the actual attack. That's always how it is. I guess Charge also kind of needs some more support, because it hasn't gotten anything, like, in a while. But it's going to get that with the next mid-chapter. So maybe we're going to get some, like, Rupture-themed, Rupture-themed Season 0 IDs, and next mid-chapter we'll get some Charge Rupture stuff, probably. Wouldn't be surprised if it would be Charge and Rupture. Fairly fitting for, Warp stuff, right? We don't even know if we'll get Warp stuff itself, but definitely interesting to see how that'll go. We're obviously going to get Earl King relatively soon. I still think it's not going to be the next banner. I think it's like the banner after the next banner. It's just my intuition speaking. We'll see on Friday though, right? On Friday we'll see whatever the next big whatever the next banner is going to be, if it's going to be something funny or not. I hope so. T-Corp's also very likely, but I don't know, I really don't want more Tremor right now. I think Tremor's in a cool spot and can probably take a little break before it gets more support. Although there are definitely some centers that really don't have anything decent for Tremor. So, like, they could definitely do stuff like that, but Tremor doesn't really need it, I don't think. It's doing funny right now. More amplitude conversion is just going to complicate things at the moment. Oh, we could get the Spanner. I'm going to once goes like 2 potency on hit once per turn. Alright. Yeah, that's just something. Well, we can get Green Spirit here no matter where we go, basically, because I'm not going to bother with Oil Span and Gunk Spanner. Let's see. I wish it kind of showed the favored things a little bit better. Wish it like showed them like up here or something, just so you didn't have to click on it to check. So I want to see if anything decent for us is favored, and it really isn't, because there's only a couple things favored per floor. I know, it's a pretty minor thing, I feel like. We'll just go for Gamblers. Get a Green Spirit, maybe if we're lucky, get the Bell from the shop. But that's a big maybe. Honglu skill change. No. We want more Sloth. We could get him another skill too, I guess, but he's going to be egoing most likely. Faust skill change we definitely don't need, since you're going to be egoing. Oda skill change is exactly what we want. More daring decisions, please. Very big help. Lithograph is nice, but it doesn't synergize with what we're going for. I mean, there's some really good stuff here, but not a lot of it's stuff I really care for too much. Venomous Skin we ignore. Because while it is Tremor, we do not want to get it because we want to find the Gleppo event so we can potentially get both of them. Right. If my logic is comprehensible enough, which I assume it is. Probably. Yeah, the boss of this floor is going to be Ida, so... Another boss where I really don't think we need to ego. I might do it just for the sake of doing it, though, right? Because it's funny. Shh. We still need a lot of sanity for quite a few of our sinners. I was kind of autopiloting during the Clippity-Cloppity fight, so... Probably could have played it smarter, get some sanity for the people that still need some sanity, right? I did try crossing with Ryoshi and it didn't go well, though, so maybe it was for the best that I didn't. Yeah, you can't even clash here. You'll get it in time, I'm sure. You know, for the sake of the bit, let's do this. Let's get the Ryoshi passive so that she gets a follow-up attack on someone just for fun. We don't really need to, and it's maybe a net loss of damage? I don't know. Yeah, there, that guy's staggered, so that guy's gonna get hit by the Ryoshi passive. That's cool. It's a really cool passive. I hope we get more stuff like that that just gives you random attack stuff. Like, it's similar to assist attack, kind of, right? It didn't do a lot of damage. It wasn't that big of a deal. We killed them all. We probably would have been equally as well if we just didn't bother blocking with Honglu, but you know how it goes. Yeah, like, assist attack's super fun because it just gives you more skills, and that's really awesome. Do we take this? We can't get the fusion gift because we're in normal. I guess we should take it just because it is Tremor, and this gets it out of the pool. I still don't really know what it does. What does it do? When you stagger, randomly apply Tremor on between enemies. Yeah. So it's basically the same as the secondary. It's a similar type of thing as like the secondary effect of Ambling Pearl's the secondary Ambling Pearl Ego gift. It's a little different. I think my point still stands. Hopefully. Shh. Send it. Kill these guys. Nice. We love killing. We love killing these random gang people. Yeah, they're dying. They resist Pierce, which is something we've got a fair bit of. We've got a very little slash on this team. Especially because, like, the only person with decent slash on the Tremor team is Ufi Heathcliff, who we have benched. But, like, your skill 1 is slash, and I think that's the only slash skill we've got in our entire team. Yeah. Not really one we want to use, so I'm not that worried. Let's see if we manage to stagger one of them here, because we do have the Sloth Resonance going. Definitely could get the funny. We stagger one and they just kind of barely survive or something. We can get the follow-up. That one does get staggered. If the staggered enemy gets killed, does it just not trigger the passive? Or does Ryoshi get the... Ryoshi got a stagger here. This came first, so does her follow-up go there? No, her follow-up went for the other one. The one that killed, I assume. Or can you not follow up your own attacks? Okay. Okay, so if she staggers an enemy, it doesn't trigger. That makes sense. That does make sense, because it specifies an ally, but it doesn't, like, waste it or anything. So that didn't trigger, so it would have triggered off of Yisung had Yisung not killed. Or would have triggered here had, you know, Otis not killed. Against normal fights and stuff, it can be nice to finish off enemies that don't quite die, I suppose, but otherwise it's not going to trigger too much. 3 Sloth Resonance is something we're going to get a fairly decent bit, though. Especially if we keep on changing Otis's skill set to give her more skill 3s, which is something I definitely do want to do, because it would be funny. Or just giving other people more skill 3s in general. No one's as skill 3 reliant as she is, because everyone else's Sloth stuff is like skill 1, skill 2. Everyone else also has like Sloth egos and stuff. Not like everyone, I don't think. Does everyone? Because you don't. Yeah. That checks out. But the final node, I wasn't paying attention. Is this Ida or is there still something else? Okay, it's Ida. Alright. Oh, we can actually use this on Ida. You know what? We might as well. If you're in you know, an unlucky situation, I feel like we might as well, right? This is stupid overkill on Ida. Don't get me wrong. I know that. We're coding this so it hits Ida, by the way, since otherwise it would have only hit the first 3. Don't have commemorative coin, so we're fine. I probably don't want commemorative coin, because commemorative coin can't even trigger off of everlasting, because it's got a bunch more coins, right? So it might mess up our setup-y type stuff. Okay, everlasting, we got the 6 sloth resonance, so we do just straight up inflict 20 tremor potency, 20 tremor count. We triggered tremor entanglement, so you've got both a reverb and everlasting on at the same time, so you're going to take a stupid amount of damage. You're probably going to, like, die after, like, 2 coins, if I had to guess. Yeah, I think, yeah, it died after 2 coins. So a little bit of overkill, but we did just instantly kill Ida. I'm glad we got to do that. And some of these other enemies probably still have the amplitude conversion, yeah, because you do. The other 2 died, since it was Ida and the one other poor sap there, yeah. We can morph game technique, which definitely kills, so that's fun. Nice. We did get the sloth resonance, so... Or does Ryoshi's passive get wasted? If the fastest person staggers an enemy and kills them straight up, does Ryoshi go for the fall? No, she doesn't, because based on assist attack logic, it would have been carried over. I don't know. Like, does this get the assist attack? It does, okay. So if you stagger someone and they don't quite die, it doesn't use up her passive. That's good to know. Can't be, like, wasted. Very good to know, actually. I was kind of expecting it to work like that, so I'm glad it doesn't, because that's a little bit convenient. We can get Green Spirit here. Yippee, Kaye. Give me a random ego gift. Oracle. Sure, I guess. I'll gamble. Why do I do this? I really don't know why. We can get Spice Bush Brands. It doesn't really help us. There's nothing tremor here except for Venomous Screen, which we don't even want. We'll take this floor. I regret my actions, but, I gambled. It really didn't pay off, though. We could try fusing something, that's true. That's what, 3 tier 3 tremor ego gifts. Our chance of getting the one we're looking for isn't exactly the highest. That wouldn't work. We gotta do 2. We gotta do 3 2s. Here's the ones we're most fine with getting rid of, probably. Because the only one we're saving is Homeward. Kind of more so like the idea of this. Alright, let's gamble. Biovenom Vial, yeah, I don't like this one. That's fine. It, you know, it spreads the sloth damage to other enemies when you kill people. It's something. Definitely the worst one we could have gotten of the 3. Is there only 3 or is there a 4th one? There might be a 4th one that I'm forgetting. I don't think so, but I might be wrong. I guess we can upgrade the Biovenom Vial to make some usage out of it. I don't think I've ever made usage out of it, so sure. Can't double upgrade it, but sure thing. 75% of their tremors inflict does damage to them when they die. Or to their allies when they die. I think that was Drifting Fox as the boss. I think so. I don't remember. It probably is. Should I go for the sloth? Why not? Do that, sure. Almost full sloth resonance. Not that we have any benefits for going for full sloth resonance unless we're like egoing or something, which I guess we could do. Their decision just gets a kill. Cool. Saying that I didn't have a lot of tremor on them or anything, because otherwise we could have made use of Biovenom Vial, I guess. Does it do any damage here? No, it doesn't, because the person ran out. Because the robot ran out of tremor, we killed them, because their decision reduces tremor count a bunch, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Biovenom Vial, it exists. That's all there is to say about it. It's an ego gift. It's a tier 3. It's there to, you know, weaken the pool, since the other two Tremors tier 3s are super strong, right? It's good at stupid amounts of debuff, which is Bell and Eyeball. Oh, you staggered so you didn't get the follow-up. That's unfortunate. Well, we still killed, so it doesn't matter, but would have been nice if you got a funny follow-up kill. Okay. That's interesting. Probably just take the Rupture one, I think, yeah. It benefits us. Even if we're not running a Rupture team, we get random buffs and stuff. Cool. Especially, we've got a Talisman bundle, so we do inflict random Rupture with Otis skill 1, because it's the only slash attack we have. Is it only slash attacks? I think so. Oh, slash is more. Yeah, it's everything. I'm getting it mixed up. I think I'm getting it mixed up with Rusted Muzzle, which is an interesting mix-up to do. But that's how it goes. We can get that NO going. What does the NO stand for, I wonder? I'm still really bad at deciphering, like, any of the things. Let's see. If I pull up, these maybe. Give me a second. Yeah, full sloth resonance. I currently have another tab open because I'm checking to see if the wiki says what it stands for. It doesn't. It's probably something obvious. I also don't know what the AI is supposed to stand for, which is her support passive. That's fine. Not. Oh. No oppression. I guess that's my best guess. It's not a good guess, but maybe that's what her passive stands for. If the N and no just stands for no, that's fitting enough, I'd say. Okay, you guys are very killable. Yeah, this works. Grind the molars in this guy, sure thing. Keep on killing them all. We love murder. The normal things to say. The normal, you know, human activities, such as killing people. And, you know, compression wind-up spanner. We can get a 2-target that going, which is probably good enough. Is it gonna 2-target you? It probably is. This is how it works. That's fine, I guess. I'm not that concerned because most of the other enemies are gonna die anyways here. Unleash fans. Okay, it didn't hit that person twice. That's good to see. That is a dub, to put it in, you know, current terms. I don't know what I'm saying. We get another blunt fight, it might just be the same thing again. Maybe it'll be more robots. Who knows, really? It could be anything. It could even be, yeah, these bacteriophage robot guys. Simple enough. We got the sloth resonance. We might stagger one of them here. Rack up some scores could potentially do it. It's the only attack that's actually decently strong this turn. Like, Daring Decision obviously can just basically instantly kill these guys. Rack up some scores might be able to instantly stagger with a Tremor Burst there. Yeah, cool. So, we actually should get the follow-up on that guy. Yeah, there it is, cool. Which gets another stagger burst, which is always funny to see. I like the follow-up a lot. I like how we're supposed to be focusing on Everlasting, and I've just kind of been, like, I'm more focusing on the Sloth side of things, right? That's what we're doing here. Everlasting isn't the kind of ego to use in normal fights. Single-target egos are basically only useful in bosses, usually. Because you could use them on a random person, but, like, it's only going to do one damage. It's only going to do damage to a single target. When there's, like, 5 equally dangerous targets... But equally dangerous, I mean equally undangerous. Equally, you know, non-threatening. And single targets just aren't as good. I guess we could corrode it, but, I mean, corroding it costs 60 sanity, because it's a 40 sanity corrosion. Overclocking means that you multiply that by 1.5. So yeah, it's a little bit death to corrode it, and then it's only at 3 targets, and, it's still... isn't as insane if you don't have reverb going on at the same time, right? Yeah, this is... I believe this is Fox. Which we should be able to do some shenanigans on. You're neutral to Sloth, so that's good. We can Sun Shower to take down the minions. That'll be nice. You're gonna set this up. That's the wrong person. I was like, wait a second, where's Cavernous Wailing? But I was just looking in the wrong spot. If I set this up, this will be funny. Fortunately, this gets set up at the very end, yeah. Do we wait till next turn? I think we should wait till next turn, yeah. Probably the better move. Because we're gonna set up against you right now, obviously. Obviously, we don't have charge. Yeah. Save the daring decision. Start out with this type of thing, so that we can make sure we hit both these and probably one other random target, though. Yeah. Oh god, my mouse is being laggy. Interesting. Yeah, something like this is probably optimal. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. We can untarget with these. Now we want this to hit everything, ideally, so that works. That one target is good enough. Target that part. And then we just focus on getting some of our funny setup-y type stuff going on here, I think. Inflicting some tremory things. That sort of deal, right? And we should be pretty good. For Sloth Resonance, not that we really needed this turn. We will stagger someone guaranteed, but they're probably going to die because it's probably going to be the Umbrellas, so... Don't know if we'll actually get the Ryoshu passive to trigger, but maybe if we're lucky, right? Tails on Sun Shower. So yeah, this probably doesn't kill. I think it's got a tie break type thing going on for you. What is it, like targets like lowest health one or whatever, something like that. So even if this doesn't kill, it should kill at least. We should kill at least one of the Umbrellas, even if the Tails means we don't do quite enough damage. No, it did enough. Okay, cool. Unnecessary then. Cavernous Wailing could stagger, I guess. Not too unlikely, I guess. Blind means that part's not gonna do more damage, but you get some tremor bursts from this. You have the reverb active, so it's working both fronts, but yeah, just not enough tremor on you to get staggered. Oh, you got staggered from the Biovenom Vial, I think, staggered you? So you killed a bunch of enemies that had some tremor on them. Not a lot. It was like 4 tremor each. I guess a little more because Green Spirit probably made it some of this stacked up a little bit, but you get what I mean. Okay, well, you know what the plan this turn is. I believe you can take a guess if not, right? We're going to do a little bit of tomfoolery. Just a little bit. You're neutral to Sloth, so that's nice. Already taking a fair bit of damage. But we do inflict... Yeah, we definitely don't get all the coins off with Everlasting. Enough Tremor Potency to max out the chances of getting the additional Potency burst from Everlasting. Not quite enough for the count, but decent odds, right? So this fox is very dead here. 1, 2, 3. Do we get the fourth one off? Okay, we do get all 4 off, and I think it kills. Yeah, cool. Nice. You lose some sanity, but that is perfectly fine. Because it means we got to kill the fox before it did the annoying 20 SP loss on everyone thing on turn 3. So that's pretty cool. You get Spice Bush Branch, I'll take it. It's not like great for us, and that mounting trial is definitely the most annoying of them, but that's fine. I can live with myself. And we go time killing time, of course. Gotta make sure we get our pocket watches. While we can. Yi-Song skill change, Hungling more skill 2 is in the... It's kind of a bad idea, yeah. Since you're gonna be eagling most likely anyways. More damage to staggered targets seems a little silly. Oh, it doesn't get another daring decision, cool. Otherwise, we just press on. Maximize events, of course. See if we get lucky. Okay, that's one of the ones we're looking for. Take the bottom one. You failed this last time. I'm gonna let Otis try. Otis has better odds, actually, since she just needs 3 out of 4. Faded watch case, cool. Then clashing with faster enemy, gain clash power. Yeah, gain benefits against faster enemies. So we gotta really hope... Okay, perfect. So we get the other part of the fusion gift here. Once again, we can just have you do this, pretty likely. Not even daring decisions being used here, which is pretty funny. So Etch Clutch cans. So I believe we can fuse the 2 of these together to get an ego gift. And we'll have to see what it does. I still genuinely have no idea what any of the new ego gift fusions do. I haven't seen anyone... I've seen someone post about them, but not, like, the specifics. I've only seen posts about them in other languages, so I couldn't read what they do. Basically. So that's the reasoning. Also, something I've kind of been forgetting, but, like... If, whenever Time Ripper's being super annoying in his, like, overclocked state, we can just Sapling of Light him, just Hawkman it, and just have his speed, and then redirect stuff then, which is probably a good idea, especially when I gun it. I'm probably gonna try playing him relatively, like, I'm just gonna do phase 1 normally, and then not gonna bother with the Tremor shenanigans until phase 2, because it doesn't seem worth it until that point, maybe? Yes, we'll see. We also still don't have, the bell. We really should have just taken it for floor 3, but that's fine. I gambled and it didn't pay off. That's how it goes, right? We got Spice Fish Branch, which, could trigger, but not really likely. Spice Fish Branch is nice in, like, solos and stuff. I think I got in my Suncliff solo a little bit back, which was funny. Since you do use a lot of skills in a solo. But if we're lucky, we might be able to get the bell from the shop. I'll probably use the shop to get some, Tremor rerolls, see if we can get that. And if not, oh well. I could always get another daring decision. Okay, we get the Eurodivia one. We've got the Eurodivia on our team, so yeah. All the Eurodivia members get like a +7, was it? Yeah, and Rodion also gets a +7, which is funny. So we get the trails to trickle down. It's like more Tremor potency and count with attacks. And your Divinities get a bunch more. Yeah, that's a really solid ego gift. When the event ends, and if they make it so this floor can be like a floor 4 or something especially, this will be really nice and hard for Tremor teams. We'll have to see if they do. Because right now it's only a final floor option. Like, these ego gifts as like a floor 4 option would be really stupid, potentially. Especially since floor 4 you do get a shop, so you could potentially reroll for them if you didn't get them from the events. Would be funny. We'll have to see. I'm very curious to see how they're going to go about transitioning this into being a normal part of the mirror dungeon. Just a normal floor you can encounter, right? It is interesting how you can only find the event stuff on this floor, but it's also very much the better way to deal with it, right? Compared to the last mirror dungeon affecting event. And then there was also, Christmas event. You could gain the actual currency by doing mirror dungeons, but there was no Christmas stuff in the mirror dungeon, which was funny. Probably was more effective to just fight Santata there, since you could just solo with Sank Sinclair and it would go super fast. So Sank Sinclair is a little strong, and it was a fairly easy fight. Santata himself is such a pushover. It's so funny how he isn't even the boss of the Christmas floor because of how weak he is. He's only the boss on Wrath Week floors, I think it is. Because the actual Christmas floor boss is just the manager gnome. Which, as you can imagine, is more annoying because it's 4 waves instead of 3. It's fine. Last normal fight of the run. Keep on killing these guys. We're not egoing or anything to make sure we're ready. I might actually immediately Everlasting at the start of the next fight. At the boss fight, because we can get the passive active, which means we can get some haste on Faust, which is a pretty nice thing to have, potentially. Oh, we need reverb set up, so maybe it's not the best thing. I might just let it roll, see how the speed values flow, and just, you know, accept whatever happens. If Otis ends up being the slowest person or something, then I might have her use binds. Because we should get like an amplitude entanglement going already, so she can just throw Fracture into the mix. Potentially get a stagger plus. That sort of thing. Right? I guess Biovenom Vial will be nice for the first phase of Time Reaper, since we could kill his minions and do a bunch of damage to him in the process. Unfortunately, breaking parts doesn't trigger it, it's only actual killing, so second phase, we're not going to be able to do much. I guess, unless we save the minions until second phase, which isn't a bad idea, I guess, right? Maybe something to consider. Consider the following. We'll see. I might just, like, not necessarily focus the minions, but not necessarily ignore them either, see if we can get benefits from that anyways, right? Nice. Let's see if we get anything random good here. Like I said, I'd like the bell, but I'm not that... Oh, okay, cool. You know, if you're gonna give it to me, we can get double fusion gifts here. Let's get the normal Tremor one first, because we already know what that does. Okay, my mouse is being awesome. Cool. Cobbled Oscillation, more Tremor Synergy. And if we take these two, we can get this one. Pocket Watch Type Y. Activate 5 more identities of attack skills that apply Tremor. Okay. Skill 3 inflict Tremor, coin power up, do more stuff. Your Deviate IDs. Skill 3 gains coin power and does even more damage. And gains 3 Tremor count to turn start. Okay. So it's... I mean, it's like a Eurodivie focused, like... just skill 3 buffer. That's interesting. Why is there 4 different ones? So we got the Eurodivie one, I see. By choosing bottom for each, we get the Eurodivie watch. Wonder what the gimmick for the others are going to be then. Guess we'll see. In time. I've gotten that one now, so I now know that's good for if you're running like a Eurodivie 2-person run or something. No, it doesn't even trigger if you do that. It just benefits the Eurodivies, so that's cool. Save the Daring Decision. We're going to get another Daring Decision immediately, so we don't really need to save it, but it'd be funny. Dun, 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 dun. Your skill 3 is going to do a lot. Funny idea. Maybe we should just... anything that inflicts some decent tremor we might want to just throw out there. Your skill 3 is going to be good, so we're going to save it. So roll with this. We're clashing these guys. That sort of thing, not like the biggest deal. We're getting dodged, which is really unfortunate because then you don't gain the self-tremor, so that's annoying. This guy's getting tails, so this is like the optimal situation. Okay, cool. You're a little bit annoying, aren't you? Dodging that sort of shenanigan. You still have another evade, which is also very rude, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that guy's already taken a fair bit of damage. I mean, like, this song is so good. It's very wacky. Okay, time relief entanglement, bunch of people got it. Yeah, I'm not that concerned about you right now, honestly. You're in time acceleration, but we can just redirect it, I think, and be fine. Let's get a Sun Showering, actually. That's a funny idea. Then you two are being targeted as well. Yeah, the high-speed people. That's a little silly. Daring Decision. Sure, kill that guy. Screw loose that guy. There we go. Okay. We got saved by the Regret Faust passive. That's insane. I don't think I've ever really felt the effects of that before, but it reduces enemy clash power if they have a bunch of debuffs when they're clashing against Regret Faust. So, cool that got some benefits. Yeah, we're gonna keep on, we're just gonna spam Sunshower a little bit to keep on getting the Sloth power up, because I don't know which turn we're gonna get him to his threshold, right? So I'm probably just gonna do this every turn or something. Until you get to the threshold, which should be soon, especially with the Bio-Venom Vial triggering here. Because we're gonna kill all three of the minions, I'm pretty sure. And they have a decent bit of Tremor on each of them, right? Oh no, those two are still alive. Oh, we are Daring Decision this one, though, so that one's not alive. Does the last one survive, or is... Last one died to Bio-Venom Vial. Okay, you're doing this thing again. Well, we're just kind of gonna attack you, I think. Their random stuff. Probably shouldn't bother saving the skill 3s because we're gonna lose them soon. I also was kind of stupid there, wasn't I? Yeah. That's fine. I forgot that Daring Decision would discard the Daring Decision. Okay, that was a little unfortunate, but that's fine. We'll have a turn for setup, I think, and then be prepared for the turn after. Yeah, that hand's fine. We could save the Daring Decision if we wanted to. Oh, we don't need to, though. Oh yeah, no, this is a good turn. Cool. Who are we worried about? Who are we gonna go for? Let's go for this one, sure. You're just defending. That's fine. You, Effervescent Corrosion. Sure. You go last, sure. We get the full Sloth Resonance. We're gonna do a lot here then. Yes. Very gaming, I think. I do believe. We'll see how much it is. Gamble, a little bit of Tremor count, cool. This Daring Decision is, a little bit scary, but you don't get run out of Tremor, so that's good. Oh, cool, follow-up. Nice. It's a really good follow-up just to have, because, Tremor Burst, it doesn't spend Tremor count, so it's not gonna, like, ruin you or anything, right? And it's a skill 1 Tremor Burst, which is funny. As Big Asterisk is not actually skill 1 Tremor Burst, it's more so a special skill that just resembles her skill 1. Slightly different because it's got more stuff and whatnot, but yeah, here we go, a little bit of damage. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Also, Effervescent Corrosion just for a little bit more, right? It's not the most insane thing, but you didn't have enough charge to use your skill 2s for the Tremor Burst, so I figured might as well, right? And he's almost dead anyways. Do we have something random that's gonna kill him? Oh, no we don't. Okay, and are you infighting now? No, you're not? Okay. The infighting thing is a little bit strange. Oh, no, you are. Okay. I thought it replaced shared time, but no, it's also there. I just missed it. I don't like your speed. Which part was it? It healed itself up, didn't it? But this one? I assume? I mean, I'd assume so. But it's... I feel like it should have more Tremor than that. Is that all we had? I guess that explains why you didn't... Oh no, here we go. Right, it's this one. The one that's fully healed, yeah. That checks out. Which one that's fully healed? Bottom right, cool. The one that's stacked. Okay. I figured it out eventually, at least, so that's good. Shh. Yeah, we can do this. It goes first because we did the thing. And we only even need a single coin to kill you, so this is very overkill, but it's funny, so I'm doing it anyways. Perhaps within the clockwork of time, the answer lies. So true. Boink. Yeah, and you just die straight up. Cool. Yeah. Once again, Everlasting is strong. That's not new information. I think it's fairly obvious at this point that it's stupid strong. It's fun, though. You did the most damage, wonder why. You took 12 damage. Honglu didn't take a single point of damage. Alright. Fair enough, we got 200 pocket watches there. It is interesting, though, that hard gets you, like, twice as many pocket watches as normal, so hard's definitely the way to go. If you want to maximize pocket watch gain, actually, the mirror dungeon might actually be the best. Or not the mirror dungeon, but the mid-chapter dungeon. The Fathoms. Probably your best bet. I don't know how much you gain per run, though, so it might actually be bad, and I just don't know. I haven't bothered because it's not as interesting as mirror dungeon. It's like a single-floor mirror dungeon. It's kind of lame. I was pretty intrigued in the Hell's Chicken one, but, like, the ones since then, like, the novelties weren't off for me. I might do the run of, like, an occasional run of, like, the event dungeons for Daily Mirror Dungeon, but it's unlikely. Yeah, it's a very strong ego. Not gonna lie, the part of the reason why I wanted to do a run focusing on this ego, and we already basically did one focusing on it when we did the Eurodivier IDs, is because I wanted to make the pun, I guess not a pun, but the joke in the title. We'll never forget you, Wonderlab. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!